barrier does. Sympathy is not the panacea, but empathy. Guys, I welcome you to my channel. My name is Olubunmi. I remain your friend and host. In my last video, I was talking about the barriers that limit the opportunities of an impaired person from performing on an equal level with others in the society. And I started with talking about different barriers, and we took attitudinal barrier as the first. So to get a full understanding, you can check this out in my last video. Today, guys, I'm going to continue to talk on attitudinal barrier. Attitudinal barrier can also be termed as people's negative attitude towards persons with disability. This could take several forms, like low expectation of the individual's ability, bullying the individual, unequal treatment, lack of respect, discriminatory attitude, even cultural belief, religious belief, and so on and so on and so forth. It is even believed in our society that persons with visual impairments are living in total darkness. This is not what I think, because somebody will say that's what you think. No, this is not what I think. But it is what I've heard. I and a lot of persons with visual impairment have heard people say, even to our own hearing. So let me ask, is this really true? To some people it may be true, but from experience, with all boldness, I can say it's not true. And I'll prove it to you. So for instance now, in Nigeria, where NEPA takes light. So when NEPA happens to you, and the light goes up, most especially at night, sometimes when you need it, maybe you've not gone to bed and you need that light, and suddenly NEPA happens to you, light goes off. So what happens? At that point, you will see people using their hands to help themselves. Thank God for phones. Now at least maybe you were holding your phone when it happened. You could just touch your phone and lights could come. You could use that to help. But in the days when there are no, even now that there are phones, you will still see people using their hands, finding their way, hitting their heads on the wall, hitting their heads. But in that kind of environment, maybe if there's a visually impaired person there, as long as he or she is familiar with that environment, he will not have to struggle. You know why? His brain is conditioned to being used to that environment, so he can find his way. Fine, he has lost the sight, but because of the illumination of the brain and the conditioning of the brain, he can move easily in that environment. So you will hear people calling, Shagun, you know what? Please help us get the torchlight. And he suddenly goes there. The only reason why he won't see that torchlight is maybe somebody has misreplaced or changed the location of that torchlight before NEPA happened to them. But as long as the torchlight is still there, Shagun will pick the torchlight and put on the light to illuminate, to create illumination in the room, and that way he's been able to solve people's problem. The only situation where the visually impaired person may not be able to do that is if he's a stranger to that environment. He's coming in there new. So that way, all of them are the same. But once he's familiar with his environment, NEPA takes life. NEPA does not take life. He can move. He can find his way. So guys, I hope I've been able to prove to you that misconception is not true. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Also, please turn on your notification bell so you get to see my new videos. For disability related matters, you can reach me out on 080-8641-2201. I repeat, 080-8641-2201. WhatsApp only. Till I come your way again, I remain your friend, Olubunmi. Bye.